Do I need to start again?
You can start over.
Do I start again?
You can.
Board. These are points. This is the bar. Home. This would be my home. This would be, well, I guess technically this is your home. No, this is home. Home base for each player. Stones. Die. Cup, which isn't really important in this case.
Was home and home base two separate points? Like, was home the...
My home, his home.
Okay, I thought you were pointing to the spot there.
Well, yeah, okay, this is home base. Like, it'll make sense in a minute.
What about the other side?
This is home. Huh?
It's not
Used.
home.
That's not home.
Okay. But it's used.
It's used.
Okay.
It's not home. Home is important. Home is the object of the game. Home base becomes, or home playing field becomes a factor in the game. Pieces, which are called
Stones. What do you mean home is the object of the game?
getting all of my pieces from right here all the way around the board, right here.
Okay.
That is the object of the game.
And the opposite team has to go the other way.
Exactly. He will take his from here all the way around this way to there. So we're going to start by
Use your cup.
I'll use my cup.
Gotta use your cup.
She's the customer. She's what matters.
She's the customer. And that's true.
But the cup isn't going to play a factor in the
That's true.
game. That's why I don't care. So I get to go first. So if I really wanted to, I could change colors.
Everything she's telling you has some importance, by the way.
Highest goes
And you'll
first.
understand more as you see it a few times too. So don't expect to grab everything necessarily the first time.
Now, if this was backgammon, I would move those pieces, those two. But in CDC, I get to pick up my die and roll again for my play. I love it.
She's cheating already.
I'm cheating already. Okay, this is what is called CDC. So I get to move a 1 and a 2. So a 1 and a 1, 2. But here's the rule. When I get these, I get to state a double, meaning I want double 6s, which means that I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 times.
Y'all can ask questions as you go as well, or to repeat, or so, or you can just sit there and absorb
That's
it
what
as
you
your
do when
way.
you get a double.
You get to move 4 pieces
Okay.
when you get a double.
Does it matter where you get to move them?
No.
Put them wherever?
Yeah, it's my choice.
Okay.
And you also can move yours onto
Because
a point that's already held by.
Well, at this point, it doesn't matter and stuff like that. But yes, that is correct. If my opponent already had pieces on the board, I cannot move where there are more than 2 stones.
And you can only move like the length of the die. Like dies only go 6. So you can only
6.
You go 1 here, 1, 2 here, 6 to there.
But I can put my 2 die together and move 1 piece that number. But I have to be able to do it without hitting his.
Points can only hold 4 stones.
No, as many.
15.
15, if I wanted them.
Oh, but you said if he had 2 there, you can't go there.
Well, we'll answer that. It'll make sense in a minute. Hold off, because you guys are jumping ahead and it's going to be more confusing. So now that I'm done, I get to roll again because I had AC-DC and I could use all 4 of my doubles. Now, if I couldn't play all 4 of my doubles, I wouldn't get to roll again. So now I get to roll again. So now I can move. I can choose to move these pieces that are already on the board back around this way, or I can put new ones on, which I'm just going to do. Now it's your turn.
So you rolled a 4 and a 6.
Mhm.
You put 1 stone on the 4 spot and 6 on the
And
6
one on the
spot.
6.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's a 1 and a 4 for me. So I do it.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So now, if he was around here already, he could put a stone there and knock mine off, which would go up here, and I'd have to start over again. Or, but he couldn't put one here because I have 2 pieces together. They're protected. So this is called a blot, when it only has one step.
Is that because
Yep.
you played before, or?
I just looked it up.
You looked it up?
Oh, you did well.
One stone is called a blot.
And how does it get off the bar when it gets there?
I roll, and then I can just start again.
Okay.
I start from this point.
So you could potentially like camp up your whole opponent's home base, right? You know, so they couldn't get in.
Well, they
if you
can't.
had two all
I'd have to
around.
sit there for an awful long time, and I wouldn't get around this way. But yes,
I'll sit
Does
and do that, too.
the stones in the bar take priority?
yes, you have to get the stones off the bar first.
Okay.
You can't, like, if I had a stone up here right now, I couldn't use any of these until that one off the bar is gone.
Where you put your pieces, that's the points, correct?
Yes, these are points.
Those 5 you get, if you keep that line.
He can't play there.
Just only one.
He could play here, here, and here, but he can't play here and he can't play there because I have more than 2, or like 1 or more. If I only have 1, he can play on it.
Now, as an instructor, I can tell you, as the next few weeks go on, remember that the customer is going to tell you the truth, but they're not always going to know what to tell, and sometimes part of your job is to make sure you get everything that the customer needs to tell you, right? Also, if she tells you something different from what's in the rules that you found, it's what the customer wants. And just in general, keep that in mind. Not because she's going to be a pain of any kind. Okay, 6, 5. But you're doing this for the customer.
Well, hold on, we'll do this.
Okay, I have doubles, so I have 4 things.
Move
But
4. And just to make it clear, this is the only time that I'm going to answer questions from anybody.
from just anybody.
From just anybody.
Please ask questions.
After today, I will only take my questions from who I'm appointed to.
So since he rolled doubles, why doesn't he go again?
He has
You
to
only
roll
get to go
1 and
again
2.
if you do that 1 and 2.
Okay.
The acy-deucey that you make all of the moves.
Is there a time limit between turns, like in chess?
So
Okay.
there's 2 of my moves, so then I can move again.
Say if you had that double 6 right there,
Mhm.
then you get to move 4 pieces, 6 places, correct?
Correct.
Could you move 124, like to
Mhm,
his
if you
end?
really wanted to.
Like say if he had a blot on number 1, could you go ahead and knock his off and be all the way over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
have to
can-
be able to move
any
it
combina-
individually. You can 6.
Yeah, anytime
You can't just count
individually.
24 and go
Like
bam.
if I wanted to move,
You gotta move it
say
6 times.
say I had
4
2
times.
4s, I can't move 4 and then 4 again because I can't make that move. Like, well, first I can't do it anyways, but I wouldn't. If he had just this and this wasn't here, I couldn't move this piece to here because I can't stay there.
Because you're being blocked.
Exactly.
The 4 is for individual
Individual,
fours.
you have to be. You can move one piece, the 4 moves, but you have to be able to do each one individually. So if there was ever a block, you
Okay,
can't
so if
do
there's
it.
a block, you can't get past it.
Exactly. If you can't, if he has 2 or more on a spot, and I can't in one single move past it, you can't do it.
So like if you're on that spot and you got double 5s, and you can do it since you can get past it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if and I'm rarely going to add something like this in today's basically, if she got a 3 and a 5, she can't go 3